guys, and welcome back. Today we're going to be doing some very pretty marble nails. These are for a client, so I do show you like how I cut down the tips and just file them down. They're pretty easy. I just thought I'd include it in this one just in case you guys were curious about how I prepped them. Length-wise, I mean, I just have a little consultation with her. She marks down where she'd like each length on each finger, because that's just what I find works for us. These tips are from Novo Ono, which, by the way, if you haven't tried their tips, they are amazing. Like, they are such good quality, and they're really good because you can get them where you can either have them a natural fit across like the C-curve of the nail, or you can have the sculpted one, and that basically has a built-in apex in it. These ones are the natural ones because they're better for flat nails, which is what my client has. But even with these ones that don't necessarily have that built-in apex, they are still so strong. Like, I've never had anyone break these nails. And you probably saw earlier that when I was chopping off one of the thumbs, it took me a hot minute to be able to get scissors for it. So yeah, highly recommend. Now I'm just cleaning up the underneath with a little cuticle, some alcohol, just to get that pen off now that we've cut them down. And after this, yeah, we just file them up, make them all neat and nice. Just take off the sharpness of the corners as well. And then we just add a primer. And we're going to be using, so I showed you this colour, which I love, but I don't actually end up using it. I end up using, still from Beetles, but I end up using the blue that you'll see in a moment. And then we also use a white from Beetles. We use a dark blue with like a slight shimmer to it, which is from the gel bottle. We also use like a dark purple, which is just one I got off Amazon. And then yeah, I think everything else other than a matte top coat we use later is from Beetles and the chrome, I think. Apologies that I forgot to put it in this time. If you guys are curious and want shop links or whatever, then let me know and I can add them in. That's absolutely no problem. With this sort of video as well, this sort of tutorial style, then if you like it, obviously leave a thumbs up and let me know. But if you'd also like more like this, or you'd like me to show you specifically how to do something, whether it be character nails or galaxy nails or whatever, then I'm perfectly happy to do that. Just leave a comment down below because I'll have a look through them. So all that I've done with this nail is I put a layer of blooming gel down, and then I've put that light blue, white and a little bit of dark, and then I just kind of swirl them all around to let the blooming gel do its thing. What I just showed you there was the palette I like to use to put all of my colours on next to me. I forgot to show it earlier, so it was put in here. As you can see, I'm very organised today. When you're doing a marble nail, what I will say is, the less you think about it, the better. Because there isn't any rhyme or reason to where I put any of this, really. I just went, oh, there's a gap, I'm going to put this colour here and this colour here, but let's just make sure they're not too close together, and that was about it. You guys will also notice that I don't think I use a brush in this, in any like the detail work, and tend to use, you know, cuticle, because you can see now, and that little dotting tool. And I'm not gonna lie to you, there's no design reason for it. I just really hate cleaning brushes, so if I don't have to use one, I won't. Yeah, that's a big piece of advice there. If you don't have to wash your brushes and you can use anything else, do it, because it's easier. So, oh, I forgot to mention that hot pink I used is from Blue Sky. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but it's a very, very pretty colour. So we've basically done 3 layers of blooming gel. Well, we will do on this one. So we've done the base, a second layer, and then this layer. And I've cured for 60 seconds in between each of those layers. Now we're just going to add on a matte top coat after we've cured all of it, because we're going to be doing some isolated chrome and some isolated sort of glittery flakes on top. And for this I literally have some base gel next to me with that little cuticle pusher, and I just kind of dab it around in certain areas, just highlighting little bits I wanted highlighted. Again, didn't put much thought into it. After you put the base gel on, you want to cure it for about 10 seconds, just so it isn't all sticky. Well, it is sticky, but it isn't going to go anywhere, if you know what I mean. And I use my finger to put on the chrome. I wouldn't recommend using your finger to put on the chrome, but that's just what I do. And don't worry, skin's fine. I did afterwards, once I'd fully cured that chrome and glitter into the nail, is I just wiped off the excess with some isopropyl alcohol and a lint-free wipe, and then I'm going to add on a base coat and then a top coat after that's cured, to give it a nice little adhesive layer in between the other top coat and the final one we're going to put on. What I also forgot to mention earlier is when you're doing this nail with this many layers, before you cure it, you want to sort of turn it upside down for 10 seconds to help the gel level out in the middle the way it's supposed to, so that it doesn't end up flooding the sides. But yeah, that's all I've got for you today. Sorry this video is a bit all over the place with the audio, and I hope you enjoyed, and if you give them a go, let me know, send me some pictures. Bye!